Hello students, hope you all are fine. Good. Today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter 2, Basic Concepts of Economics. So first we will know about what is the basic concepts of economics. So there are many basic concepts like wants, utility, value, income, wealth, money, market, production, consumption, savings, and investment. These all are concepts which are widely used not only in an economics but in real life also. So first we will discuss about human wants. So all the desires and aspirations and motives of humans are known as human wants. The basis of all economic activity is the existence of human wants. The process of satisfying human wants is at the root of all economic activities. People work in order to earn income so as to satisfy these wants. The word want and desire have the same meaning, but in economics, the two are used in a different sense. Desire is the wish to have something, and want is an effective desire for a particular thing which can be satisfied by making an effort to acquire it. For example, I may desire to have a diamond necklace, but it would become my want only if I am ready to make an effort like earning an income to acquire this diamond set. Now we will discuss about characteristics of human wants. So first one is wants are unlimited. The basic and the most important characteristics of human want is that they are unlimited and endless. Wants are unlimited because people have multiple wants and they have acquired new wants with the progress of human civilization. Next, all wants cannot be satisfied simultaneously. Although all the wants taken together cannot be satisfied, yet it may be possible to satisfy a single want or a few wants. Next, intensity of wants differ. Another important feature of human want is intensity of wants differ. Some wants are most urgent while others are less pressing. This implies that an individual has a scale of preference and he can arrange his wants in order to their relative urgency or importance to him. Next one is wants are complementary. When two or more goods are wanted together, such goods are said to be complementary to one another. For example, car creates the want of for petrol. A student wants both pen and ink. Next point is substitutability of wants. When two goods satisfy the same type of want, they are said to be substitutes for each other. Next point is wants are competitive. So people have limited income with which they can purchase one commodity or the other. For example, if a person has 1,000 rupees with him, he can spend it in a restaurant or for a movie. So this is a competition among the two goods. Now next one is wants multiply. With the increase of human knowledge and growth of science and technology, new goods have been produced and this led to the creation of new wants. The wants of a micro oven has been created after the discovery of such an oven some time back. Wants recur. It means human wants is that they can be satisfied only temporarily. Next point is some wants can be postponed. Some wants can be postponed while others cannot be. For example, the wants for a TV or a car can be postponed in case we don't have enough income to purchase these goods, but the want for food cannot be postponed. Next point is wants remain ahead of availability of goods and services. The hard truth of life is that wants for goods and services have always remained ahead of the availability of the goods and services. Now, next topic is classification of human wants. Human wants are classified into two parts. First one is primary wants. Primary wants are wants for those goods which are necessary for the very existence of human livings and for the maintenance of normal efficiency. And second part is secondary wants. Secondary wants are those wants which arise only after the primary wants are satisfied. Now, primary wants are also classified into two groups. First one is wants for necessities. These are the wants for those goods which are necessary for the very existence of human beings. For example, food, clothing, and housing are such essential wants. Second one is wants for maintaining efficiency. These are wants for those goods which are necessary for maintaining normal efficiency of individuals. For a factory worker, plenty of food is necessary for maintaining his efficiency. Now, secondary wants are also classified into two parts. First one is wants for comforts. These are wants for those goods which are the source of comfort and happiness to the people. For example, a sofa set in a room, a record player in the house. Next one is wants for luxurious. Wants for luxurious refers to wants for those goods which is very expensive and which are meant to display the wealth and power of a person. For example, modern and costly houses, expensive jewelries, and many more. So students, what do you mean by consumption? Yes, the act of using goods and services to satisfy human wants is called consumption. Who consumes goods and services to satisfy his or her wants is called consumer. In an easy way, we can say that consumption is the process through which human wants are satisfied. For instance, we can say that we use an apple to satisfy our hunger. But in some cases, consumption may take place immediately in one act of the use of goods at any point of time. For example, as we use it again, that an apple is used up and we cannot use it again. But in some other cases, the consumption may take place gradually over a period of time. In case of durable consumer goods such as clothes, furniture, and many more. So students, after seeing this video, go through your textbook and just revise it once again. So thank you and take care.